I wanted to talk about how a lot of times we have hope in our soul for certain things. Well, hope is very awesome because hope can inspire us to have certain things that maybe someone else has, right? We see people that are experiencing majors in their life. They got awesome homes, they got awesome travel time, they got all this awesome what we call comforts in their life that maybe some of us, average everyday people don't get to have. And so we hope to one day aspire to have what they have. And I just want to tell you that hope is something that you don't want to let stay in your soul without taking the time to really sit back and say, what is my hope driving me to do? So I want you to think about for a second somebody that you see or you admire or you would love to have their life, and just think for a moment, what exactly did they do to acquire what they have? I mean, a very few people, have inherited some things, and we call those people the ones that are affluent, and they have things that, they got passed down regardless of whatever. They just got blessed with having that lineage. And so they have those acquired comforts because of who they are, just because of their lineage. But 9 times out of 10, when we get comforts, it comes from work, okay? It comes from a lot of work. It comes from a lot of discipline. And it comes from a lot of determination, also ambition. Back to manifesting. So we see people that we love. We see people that that's doing some things that they are in their purpose. They are aspiring what they want, and they're doing what they're wanting to do. But understand something: when you are aspiring to do things or wanting to do things, you have to get up and do. It's just that simple. I don't care if you love the BMWs, you love the Lamborghinis, you love all this stuff, it's wonderful, but you got to do the work to get it. First of all, the cost of some of the things we aspire is very expensive. Number one, it's expensive because it costs a lot of moolah, right? It costs a lot of money. And then the other thing is it costs a lot of time. So if you have a lot of children, or you have a spouse, or you have a lot of obligations in your life, going and traveling and doing what you want to do is going to be hindered because family, 9 times out of 10, will come first. So unfortunately, it requires us to sit back and say, ooh, I do want these things, okay? But in order to get and aspire to get these things, it's going to take work. And so hoping and wishing and praying and really talking about what we desire is fine. But you have to understand, in order to aspire to achieve and actually do some things and get where we need to go, you have to do the work. Is because a lot of times we see things because, of course, think about it. When we're around our friends and stuff, and our friends have the newest something, whatever that something is, they got the newest, the newest purse or the newest hairstyle or the newest whatever, we look at it and we're like, I want that. They got the finest, they got the finest boyfriend. I want that. I want that too. He treats her fine and fabulous. I want that. You know what I'm saying? I want that. Well, reason being is we're imitative. Do you know what that means? It means that when other people are around that we care about, we imitate. We imitate what we like and what we see, or what we are become accustomed to being around. So if you're around people that are constantly growing, constantly doing, constantly on the go, you begin to start saying, I want that. I want to be able to just get up and go and do things. And that's fine to desire it. But in order to acquire it, you have to do the work. Now, the thing about it is, the work ain't pretty. I'm sorry to give it to you raw, straight to the point. Listen, The work is not pretty. The work is tiresome. The work requires you to sometimes get up when everybody else is asleep. The work sometimes requires you to do stuff you don't want to do. You may have to do some things for people that you get paid $0 for, and still financially struggle, but still take care of that particular person. Or you might have to do some things that require you to fly out and go here and go there, and you're sacrificing other things because you want to acquire what it is you want to so acquire. And that's fine. But understand though, when you're trying to manifest some stuff, it's going to require some work, which means that all of our hopes and wishes and desires is great on the outside. Listen, it's great to see somebody pull up, they got the flyest, dopest sports car. But what did they do to get it? How many hours were they working tirelessly, sweating, doing things that we don't do? Because we got other things that takes precedence over what our hopes are. I'm just saying. So if we want to acquire certain things, or we desire certain things in our life, sometimes it's going to take sacrifice, and that sacrifice is doing the work.